But what do you think? Those who speak English, they communicate really well. They have sessions with people. What else they can do? And you can also share your practice way. How do you follow?
I think that most people are not able to start learning something because of the fear of judgment from the
Mhm.
society, from the people around them. They are not scared. I don't think so. They're scared of actually putting themselves out there. They are scared that what will happen if they put themselves out there, right? And now, when AI and technology is actually evolving so much, and everybody is literally talking about cons of this, but we can also use it for our own benefits, right? After all, it was made to make our lives easier. So, the first step for them could be replicating what they have learned. Right, and another, like, there are various exercises. Many tutors will suggest you various exercises to follow. Right, so one of the exercises which I truly recommend. Yeah, you are now. How are you? Happy New Year.
Yeah, a happy new year to you too. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking. How are you?
I'm great. And how about you?
I've been good. Your grade had a bit of hesitancy to it. So what's up?
Yeah. So today I didn't do anything that much, or it was a pretty normal day for me. Yes, I taught students. That's it. So I was thinking, am I feeling good or not? So that
And
way.
I
That is
think
how.
every step matters, and if you're here right now, you are already being productive. So
Hmm.
it's great.
Yes. In terms of my feeling, like, am I feeling good
Hmm.
or not? So that's how I say it. I think
Okay.
I'm feeling great after meeting with you.
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Awesome.
I'm not feeling that much great because I was not doing anything. That's why, maybe.
Uh, yeah, I guess that, and it's okay. It's cold. It's you're allowed to be a little bit lazy and snuggle in your blanket sometimes. I guess it's okay.
Mm-hmm. And you tell me, how have you been doing?
I have been doing great. I was like on a break for a month, I guess, from these tutoring sessions and everything because I had my exams, but now I'm back to taking these sessions and I hope I'll keep meeting you in more of these.
Oh, great, great. Even I had exams. So recently I just finished my exam and I'm also now back for my work properly and focusing on making videos and having sessions with people. So that is how I started.
Amazing. So,
Yeah.
do you have any topic in mind or like we can go with the flow?
Hmm. I don't have any topic right now. So I have
Okay.
topic for you. Earlier
Okay.
we discussed, right, about communication and
Right.
also we discussed all the things. So we can discuss for this, 2026, how people can improve, how they can start. That is
Yeah,
also,
sure. Sure. So, I
or
guess
do you
before
have any,
beginning, yeah, I'm sorry.
or do you have any question for me to ask, or
Yeah,
we can.
no, we can begin with this, but while we talk about this, so before, straight away getting into how people can start with the 2026, I want to ask you that what are your New Year resolutions?
Oh, so did you plan for that, or did you follow resolution this year? I also want to ask this question to you. Like, I
The,
haven't planned anything that much.
well, last year, I don't, well, the last year was a bit, ups and downs and everything. But yeah, I guess like a bit of resolutions that I wanted, I did fulfill them. Like, doing good in my doing good academically or maybe like getting into a good university and
Mhm.
stuff like that, I guess. So that actually came true for me and I am proud of myself. And my New Year resolution for 2026 would be just to give myself a bit of a breather and, take care of my health. So, what about you?
Mm. You're right. So my last year was also quite great, I would say. I
Hmm.
did a lot of things and I achieved also. I fulfilled whatever I wanted to do. And yeah, health basis, if I talk about, then my health was not good that much in 2025. Other than career based, if I talk about, then it was great for me. I did a lot of things which is completely new for me. So last year was great. But this year I am just I'm just confused right now. I'm thinking about my career. Like, of course, I have clear mindset in teaching and making videos and having sessions with people, and also related to YouTube videos. Whatever I do. Apart from that, sometimes I think that okay, this year, what is new for me? What I am going to do. So that is I'm planning, and also lots of things that I haven't experienced. This year, I want to experience and even for my study recently I completed my exam, so about that also I'm thinking that what should I do. So right now I'm quite confused about it. So but yes, resolution is something like I always think I plan not properly, like people make vision boards and even they make so many things and they write, but this year I didn't. But in my mind I think a lot, so that is enough for me, I think. So I have
Absolutely.
planned and I was thinking, and I was also, I was just feeling that okay, I will follow these things in this year, and I will do this. Okay, this much I have achieved. So what next? What I can learn? Learning also is always there with me. I really want to learn something or the other in my life, so that is always there. So that's how I'm planning. And also, as you said, this year you want to focus on your health. I feel that this year I need to be like mindful for my health. I didn't follow that much certain things for health in 2025, and I can see that is now in this year I should do properly. Health is important.
Health is important. So we are going to take life one step at a time, right?
Yeah, I think in this age we don't focus that much, right?
Hmm.
We only focus something that okay, what we can do, and every time we try to do something or the other, we don't even eat properly on time. We don't care that much about ourselves and our health. So that is, I
Absolutely.
believe that I have to do properly in this year, because I was not eating properly on time earlier. So
Hmm.
nowadays I'm focusing on that, and even some some like some habits that I want to change this year. So that is also like I was not doing on a by plan. I was just doing randomly. I was just completing my task in that way. But this year I'm thinking that let's do my some good habits also. Like I was doing earlier when I was in college actually. Then in between I you know left like I quit everything, I would say, like doing meditation, yoga, and exercise, and even journaling in between I didn't do. So this year, actually, these things I want to also do in a proper manner. Let's say.
That's great. Knowing all these things that you're planning to do. And well, even if you said that you do not write them out or the vision boards and everything, but I can see that your thoughts are really clear about what all you want to achieve this year. So that is absolutely amazing, I would say. And I think something I'm going to think about after this session as well. Like, okay, I need to actually like just making resolutions in your head that okay, I need to take care of my health. That is not enough. You have to know the steps of it, like eat well, sleep well, do everything on time, just take care of yourself, rest well. So that is all of it is important.
Yeah, exactly. So, yes,
Hmm.
I have questions about communication. So, let's
Sure.
just start with that as well so that audience can get help from us. And in this 2026, now it's new beginning for everyone.
Yeah.
And, many people have decided challenging for them, like to
Hmm.
challenge for learning English language, communication, and many more things, right, in English. So I want to say that, like, in speaking part or in communication, what they need to do, they focus on grammar. They focus on some methods, like theoretical methods, practical way, which is for speaking. What can we discuss, and what can you say for that?
Okay, so I guess it actually depends on person to person that while learning English or while improving English in on what stage they are actually, right? For example, there is this person who is literally at the beginning level. So that person needs to focus first on being able to actually put forward their thoughts, right? In
Mm-hmm.
any language, whether it is English or any other else, the first thing that is very important is the intent. And that intent should be of actually wording out your thoughts. Like whatever you're thinking, it should be out there, right? The other person should know what you're speaking. And at the beginner's level, another most important thing would be basic grammar, right? You
Mm-hmm.
cannot just blabber while speaking when it doesn't make sense, right? I'm not saying that you need to know, like, proper vocabulary, big words, or you do not need to know every single rule of tenses. No, you just need to know the basics of it so that you're able to make sense of what you're trying to speak or what you're trying to explain to the other person, right? And if you are a person who has been practicing, right, or you are a person who knows how to speak well, or who knows how to communicate in this language but is not confident enough, so that person needs to really practice on, on their confidence, I would say, on developing their own self efficacy, right? The faith in themselves to actually try initiating conversations with others. And that can happen through, small steps, like initiating conversations with your friends, or calling up people and talking to them, right? Actually taking initiative. So that is how that kind of a person can, improve themselves. Or if there is a person who can, who is, I would say, extrovert, and who
Mm-hmm.
can reach out to other people but is not able to actually word out their thoughts, right? They have a lot of ideas, they can talk to the other person, but they're just not able to explain what they're trying to say. So then that person have to really work upon their vocabulary, because they really need to check out the words that they want to speak. And this problem actually occurs mostly with people who know a lot of languages, who are bilingual, right? So because mostly people, the people who are bilingual first think in their mother tongue and then translate it in English while they're speaking, right? So they really have to work upon their vocabulary, or they have to learn metaphors and things that they can use while speaking so that they would make sense. So it really depends on what level you are.
Yeah, if somebody, you are right, whatever you have said, it depends on person to person. But let's take a person who is like completely beginner, and that person wants to start with speaking actually. That person, that person doesn't care about grammar or English medium. That person is or not doesn't matter for that person, but that person wants to start by speaking. What do you think, like at the beginner level stage, I would say, what that person can do in first step, that would be?
So, I believe the best way to learn anything is through observation, or through making a role model for yourself that you can look up to, right? Because in such a way, you have somebody to, showcase that path to you, right? So if there is a person who is literally at the beginner's level, they can actually, choose a role model for themselves. For example, there is a person, they can choose you as a model, right? And they can look up to your videos, they can look up to the way that you are speaking, they can look up to the pronunciations that you are using, the words that you are using. So that would be really helpful for them, right?
Mhm.
And as I said, that the best way is observation. So like
Mhm.
this X person can follow you completely, look all your videos, and through these videos they will pick up something and they will start somewhere.
Mhm. Yeah, you're right. That is the listening part, observing part, or these are the things that we need to follow. But
Hmm.
I'm asking for the speaking part. What
Yeah.
else we can suggest to them? Like we are having session right now. We are having communication here, right? But that beginner one, what they need to do, how they can start that beginner person if they want to start the beginner level, person, I would say.
Yeah, so as I said that the like I am going to add upon what I said earlier, like when I said about observation. So they get replicated. Right. So the first step for them could be replicating what they have learned. Right. And another, like there are various exercises. Many tutors will suggest you various exercises to follow. Right. So one of the exercises which I truly recommend is self introspection. And I'm not talking about going and talking to the mirror and looking at yourself and talking to the mirror, right? No, what I'm
Mhm.
trying to say is that what the other person can do is actually make a video of themselves and talk
Mhm.
to the camera, and then later on see what what mistakes that
Mhm.
they are committing and what things that are actually great about them. And another thing that they can do is that every single person may have some friends in their life, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
another thing that they can start is, even if they do not have big contacts, even if they cannot book tutoring sessions to practice their English, it's completely all right. They have people around them, right? They can start conversing somewhere. It's not important that the other person has to say something back to you. When you have another person looking at you and when you are speaking in a particular medium, then that already makes you a little jittery, right? And when you keep talking and when you keep talking in front of that person and when you keep conversing, right, you feel a sense of confidence in yourself. So maybe that
Mhm.
is somewhere that you can start by practicing with yourself and the people who you know will not judge you.
Mhm. Yeah, nowadays I think it is really easier than earlier because nowadays there are so many tools people use
Yeah,
for audio call, speaking, for video recording on the camera, and even using AI platform. People
yeah,
are doing nowadays, right? So for that matter, I would suggest for people that is like starting with recording themselves. Even I say to audience that start recording yourself in front of camera and speak because initially in the beginning time we can't speak with people. That happens. I was when I was learning that time I was completely beginner, right? I started learning by speaking by myself, right? I didn't take any classes or I didn't join any coaching, or I didn't study English school. So how did I learn if I share about myself? Like I started recording myself in front of camera. So people can start in this way, recording themselves. They can start talking something. At least the ultimate goal is to speak. So at least recording yourself, that is important here. Nowadays, people are not recording, like people are not focusing on mirror practice. That is called, right? Mirror practice people used to do. But nowadays, you can record yourself. Recording is a really nice way to understand your mistakes, and also you people can see themselves, so that is really amazing. And even you can understand how you speak in front of
yeah,
camera,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so in the beginning time we need to do in this way. But what do you think, those who speak English, they communicate really well, they have sessions with people, what else they can do? And you can also share your practice way. How do you follow, what do you do? Still do you practice your speaking skills or communication? What do you do for that?
absolutely. So, as I was saying, that you cannot just say that you know a particular language, right? You have to keep practicing. You have to keep learning. You right. So, what I usually do is, as you said, that recording yourself. Wait, is there
Mm.
a glitch or something?
Yeah, got stuck, I cannot see you.
Is it okay now?
Right now it's okay.
Okay, so I was saying that you cannot completely know a particular language. You have to keep practicing. So, like you said, that you used to record yourself. I
Mm-hmm.
still do that actually. So, when
Mm-hmm.
I want to practice, what I usually do is maybe ask AI to give me a topic, right? Or sometimes what I do now, even AI have that option, the to converse with them, right? So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I even use that, right? And like as I said before, that I ask them to give me a topic and then I just completely start blabbering it either in front of a camera or in the mirror, right? And sometimes, when you're speaking, you really need to know that how much you need to speak at what time. For example, here while we are having a conversation, we need to
Mm-hmm.
know that when to stop, when to start, right? So that is also important as well. So I also sometimes time myself up or give myself a duration that I have to speak for this many minutes on this particular topic. So in this way, I am able to practice my grammar, my fluency, and vocabulary even, right? So these are a few ways that
Mm-hmm.
I use. But of
Yeah.
course, I mean, recording is obviously the best way, I would say, the best way I would suggest, even because now when we have the means for it, then why not? And now when AI and technology is actually evolving so much, and everybody is literally talking about cons of this, but we can also use it for our own benefits, right? After all, it was made to make our lives easier, and we can use it in a way that it helps us to improve. So you can also converse with AI now. So you can start with that. People can start with that as well, because there is no judgment there either. I think that most people are not able to start learning something because of the fear of judgment from the
Mhm.
society, from the people around them. They are not scared. I don't think so. They're scared of actually putting themselves out there. They are scared that what will happen if they put themselves out there, right? So that
Mhm.
needs to be straight off their mind, and that can only happen when they have confidence in themselves, when they're able to speak to themselves clearly and basically be comfortable in the bubble that they are in, right?
Mhm. Yeah, you're right. So this is we can definitely say that they can record their selves and
Mm,
they can observe their mistakes and they can understand their speaking way how they speak. But otherwise, if we talk about because nowadays at home people practice as a
yeah.
self-talk they do, right? So what do you think in a day how they should speak in a day like in the kitchen while
Oh.
doing household chores? Do you prefer these kind of things? Like I do personally sometimes
Huh.
whenever because I in person I don't say anybody in my area nobody speaks english and even I don't have environment or
Yeah.
partners in person online I am having sessions with people and making videos that's how I'm practicing english but apart from that also in my daily life I would do I practice in that way like talking to myself in the kitchen and while doing my domestic chores I prefer to do that so what do you think about it?
That's actually very innovative and creative, all of us have seen those YouTube vlogs sometimes, of people
Yeah.
making something and talking to the camera. So why can't people do that just for themselves and practice? Right? So that is actually very innovative and a great suggestion, actually. You know, that just while you are doing a household chore, just start talking to yourself or make vlogs. Why not? Make
Yeah,
vlogs for yourself and talk to the camera. Talk, I would say just talk senselessly and you will have that practice. You will be practicing. Just start.
yeah, exactly. Sometimes it feels like boring task for
Yeah.
us, but the thing is why I am sharing this point because it is important because in the village if somebody belongs and don't have environment or nothing like that, right? What they can do, they have to do in this way. For me, I feel sometimes boring to do this every day, like having sessions, and even I create blog and talking in English every time, thinking about this kind of things. What else I can do for English? Because literally, some people don't have an environment and partners in
I
person.
completely understand.
Yeah.
Are you interested in stories?
Yes.
Are you
Stories,
in? Yes, are you interested in storytelling?
storytelling. I like.
Yeah.
Uh, I
So
like,
maybe you can
but
you
I
can
never tried that much.
there is another thing that you can try then, right? Give
Mhm.
yourself maybe a prompt. uh what if, just give yourself different scenarios, like what if I'm a girl from this area and I have to do this, what will I do? Just, maybe, and this will also help you become really creative and imaginative, right?
Mhm.
So give yourself prompts maybe. You might have seen these various open mics on YouTube, right? So maybe you can
Mhm.
have a own personal open mic for yourself. So
Yeah.
this would be something different. And you can also, it's not just about talking about how to improve sometimes, and it's
Mhm.
not just talking about what you're doing or like these blogs, it's not just about that. You can also try talking about things that actually, you know are really different from the regular things that are being promoted, I would say, right? Nowadays there are so many things, there are so many areas that you can delve into. Maybe you can give yourself a challenge each day. This will also help you improve your knowledge on various things, right?
Right. Yeah, there
So
are so many things. That's why people get confused even what they
exactly.
need to do, what not. So yeah.
So when you're getting bored doing these
Mhm.
practices, maybe just delve into a completely realm altogether. For example, you are interested in knowing about, I don't know, science or archaeology, architecture. Get into that,
Mhm.
read about it, and then maybe talk to yourself about it, record yourself talking about it. That would interest you, and that would help you in various other ways.
Yes, yes. Yeah, there are many ways to do. If we want to do, then we can do and we can
Yeah,
learn. But for you, out of my curiosity, what do you do? Basically, it's like you, of course, use AI platform and
yeah,
you learn in that way. You speak and you said that you record. I
yeah.
think in person also you talk to people, right? In
Yeah,
English.
yeah. Like I had shared this, I guess, before that I also like debating and open mics and
Right.
everything. Yeah, so this is another thing that I do in my in my life. And another way which I practice by myself is, this is another the suggestion that I just gave you. I do that, like I'm really interested in knowing about I'm really interested about psychology, and I'm really interested to know about various things that are being talked about nowadays. It can be anything, right?
Mhm.
The socio-political areas, or the recent entrepreneur, things that are coming
Mhm.
up, reading archives, all of these things. Sometimes I really delve into them and I talk about it. And even, okay, so this is one another thing that I always do is, as soon as I complete a novel or as soon as I complete a book, I record myself talking about it.
Yeah.
I record myself saying that what I learned from it, who was my favorite character, and
Mhm.
what particular line I'm going to take myself. Because every book gives something to you and takes a part of you. So I always talk about the part that I have taken from that book. And that again becomes a little memoir for me to keep, and I can always go through them. So that is another thing I do.
Okay, great, great. You doing this way, and I am thinking one question is coming in my mind. Last question is going to happen now. So that is like, how do you get motivation to make videos when you are not uploading those videos? Okay. Because
Okay.
now I feel that I'm a YouTuber and I create videos and whatever
Hmm.
I do, I share. So I feel that something is happening or something is going well for me, right? I'm doing so it is not just for me. People are also watching and even I'm able to earn from that, right? So for you, how do you get motivation to do record yourself and just for yourself?
Okay. So, I guess this mentality will only come when you actually do something for yourself. I
Mhm.
want to improve for myself.
For
So
yourself.
I want to do it. Right. And even if you do not have that motivation, actually, I didn't have it either in the start. So I
Mhm.
used a bit of a tactic for it. I have an Instagram page which only I follow,
Oh,
and
okay.
only I am following that page, and I am the one who is operating it. So it's completely like a private Instagram page for myself. And sometimes when I'm not motivated at all, I have this thing in my head that, well, maybe this page can be something someday. So why not put something out there? You don't,
Yeah.
and I am so sure that I'm not gonna do that, because I want to keep that thing to myself personally. But again, as I said, it becomes a memoir for yourself when you in the future. You can see your graph going up. You can see yourself improving. And when you actually see yourself doing that, now my motivation is when I go through that and I see that, yeah, I have improved, then why not more?
Yeah, exactly. We can, document things and we
Yeah,
can see our growth. Zero to, hero, I would say.
yeah,
You can see in
exactly.
that way. Yeah. So for that also I follow and but I make videos in terms
Hmm.
of YouTube, right? So that is
Oh,
how I think we have completed our session.
yeah, I was just going to say that. So, all right.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you so much. I had a great conversation with you, and see you later.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.